Welcome back to another edition of Ballaholics, the show for those who simply can't get enough about basketball. Today we are joined by Sauce. We also have a new guest on the show. Ian, welcome to the show.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
So just tell everyone, how did you first, follow sports or the NBA?
Well, my team is actually the Kings, Sacramento. You laugh at it. I understand it, but no. The Kings actually used to play in my hometown, Rochester, upstate,
cool. Okay.
Border, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they used to wear the Rochester jersey, so I had to rep them,
Of course.
Only championship they've ever had was actually in Rochester.
Hey, look at
That's
that.
pretty cool. You get the facts, too. I didn't even know the Sacramento Kings, they were from Rochester, New York. That's pretty crazy. All right, guys, so we got a special treat for you. Obviously, the NBA season's already upon us. It actually started a couple of days ago. We're a little late, but we have our NBA predictions for you guys. Basically, how this edition is going to work, as opposed to the other ones, is instead of having to watch a long, hour-long YouTube video, we're going to divide each YouTube video. We're going to have multiple YouTube videos for each segment. So that way, you guys, want to see MVP, go right to MVP. It'll just make it quicker for you guys and easier. So,
Yeah.
we're going to do that. So, we're going to go over the NBA awards, MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Sam, what about those Yankees?
You have the audacity to ask me how the Yankees are doing? Are you serious right now?
What about the Yankees?
How about the Yankees? You know what?
Please don't
I have enough stress with my New York Knicks, but now you're going to bring up my New York Yankees?
Yeah.
Look, listen. Let me talk about the Yankees. Everyone's talking about Jose Altuve hitting the walk-off home run. You know what no one's talking about? No one's talking about the Yankees starting pitcher Chad Green giving up a 3-run home run to this guy. He went 0 for 20 in the postseason. 1 for 20 in the postseason. No one's talking about the Yankees giving up 3 games in a row. Games 2, Games 3, and Game 4. Not to mention, 2 of 3 of those games were in the Bronx. No one is talking about the Yankees' opportunities, the plethora of opportunities that this team had. 3rd inning, let's talk about it. Bases were loaded. You have Didi Gregorius going up the bat. He hit a grand slam against the Minnesota Twins in the last series.
Yeah.
He couldn't come through against the Astros. How about in the 6th inning? There was a player on 1st and 2nd, 1 out.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a base hit. You don't even need a home run.
Something.
Get a base hit. Do something. I mean, Chad Green already put the Yankees at disadvantage in the 1st inning, giving up a 3-run homer to a guy who went 1 for 20, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But Yankee sluggers, you have to come through. They were literally non-existent. Now we get to the 9th inning, okay? Chapman, first off, DJ LeMahieu, kudos to you hitting that 2-run homer. I was hyped. You see, my voice is sort of lost. I have a little bit of it, but some of it's gone. Some of it's gone. You haven't seen. I have a loud voice. This is good, but it gets even louder. It gets even louder.
It gets better.
But so when DJ LeMahieu hit that 2-run homer, I was screaming. We got a noise complaint in our room. I was too loud. So I was happy. It was 4-4. Then what happens is Chapman. There's 2 outs left. Our eldest Chapman, phenomenal job at the time. There was 2 outs left. George Springer goes up. I'm like, whatever you do not let Jose Altuve get a chance to win the game for the Houston Astros. He's the heart and soul of that team. Yeah. So once George Springer got walked, it was Jose Altuve up. I was shaking. I'm like, I know something does not feel right.
Bad.
Something does not feel right. And, I got a text from my dad. He's like, Sam, Jose Altuve's up. I'm like,
yep.
Dad, shut up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you can't just walk him. Just walk Jose Altuve. Don't let Jose Altuve, the heart and soul of the Houston Astros, don't let him be the one to beat you. Mm-hmm. But what happened was the Yankees pitcher, Chapman, threw it right in the zone, right in his sweet spot, in the top of the strike zone, and Jose Altuve banged it out he hit it out of Minute Maid Park, and he won the game. And it was disastrous. So I'm going to talk a little, just to talk about the Yankees, I'm reflecting on what they did wrong. When you think about the Yankees, they didn't lose because they failed to follow their plan in place. They failed because, ironically, they followed their plan. See, this Yankees team, Brian Cashman made it. This team was built to make it to October. They weren't built to make it through October. Mm-hmm. It was because of the lack of activity in the trade deadline, not going for the pitcher. Mm-hmm. They traded for Edward Encarnacion, which is a phenomenal player from the Mariners. Nothing taking away from him. But if you're the New York Yankees, if you're Brian Cashman, you need to have pitchers. That's what plagued them. In this game, let's also not ignore the fact that they had to go through several relief pitchers because they didn't have an ace to start in that crucial last game. Mm-hmm. So you need to do a better job, Brian Cashman, accumulating pitchers. Look, you have a chance now this coming free agency. Steven Strasburg on the Nationals. You can get him. Maybe even go after Garrett Cole. who was on the Astros starting pitcher, another ace. You need to acquire pitchers to win. They had Brian Cashman's recipe for success. It wasn't the recipe for success. It was a failure.
Yeah.
It was adulterated with something. It was not the recipe for success. So go out there, acquire some pitchers, and maybe, just maybe, you can be a great team and win the World Series next year.
Yeah, I agree. I have no comment. I agree with everything.
I think you covered it up.
I know I was ranting a little bit. I'm sorry you had to hear me rant. I'm very angry. One of my friends, he looks just like Jose Altuve. And whenever I see him, I have that trauma of thinking about what happened in that last game, that walk-off home run.
That hurts.
But kudos to the Houston Astros. They were making acrobatic plays in the outfield. Mm-hmm. They were making amazing double plays. They deserved the game. They deserved it. Bottom line, we didn't deserve it. That's just how the game went. It was very upsetting. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a suffering Knicks fan.
Yeah.
And the Yankees, it's very unlike them to make me suffer, but they did it. They did it.
Yeah. This is the first decade that the Yankees will go without winning the World Series since like maybe 1910 or 1920.
Yeah, it's tough scene.
Yeah, it's been a tough 10 years.
Insane. So yeah, let's summarize it up with a couple pictures. Show you guys. So so look, this is who would win. You have Aaron Judge, 6'10". He's a monster. He's like a machine. This little guy, Jose Altuve.
Yeah.
What happened? This is what happened.
That's tough.
That's what it ends up being.
That's what happened.
That is a tough scene.